but we do not co-sign nicotine.
Absolutely not.
Do
What?
not, if you are young, do not try it. It's a disease. It gets you forever.
Kombucha is much better.
Hi, ladies, gentlemen, and those in between. I am Sam Blank, a serious journalist, and this is Fill in the Blank. This, right next to me, is Cameron Patricia Downey, who is a serious artist. Today, we are in their studio at Yale MFA. Cameron, how you feeling?
I feel good. Welcome in.
Thank you for having us in here. This studio is insane, but like, for what this place costs, this is what I expect them to give you.
I know that's right.
When I met you, and I said this in the intro to the interview, you sewed a dress in like an hour out of a big t-shirt, right? That's what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sewing, how long have you sewn for?
Ooh, I've been sewing since maybe I was in like middle school. I feel like that was my first like real artistic practice, perhaps, without having a studio. I think I've always thought about clothing as like a sculpture. So I'm trying to keep it on me as I continue.
And we have our little Lucy cigarette here. Is this in case of emergency?
Yes, it's like a fire hydrant, or actually a fire extinguisher. I have to break the glass open and then it will get used, perhaps.
But we do not co-sign nicotine.
Absolutely not.
Do not, if you are young, do not try it. It's a disease. It gets you forever.
Kombucha is much better and it feels really good to drink.
And then we have some tickets back here. What were you selling tickets to?
I wasn't selling tickets, but as we might see or have seen, I had a piece that was a Wheel of Fortune game, and so these were inside of it. These were its innards that I...
That's what's in that Wheel of Fortune piece from Midway?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I have money in Skateland, wherever it is.
Did you print those?
No, they were just in there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's...
It's like busting open an ATM.
I was actually getting money out last night from an ATM, and I was like, wow. I see why when these first came out, people were like going crazy trying to break them. This is crazy.
It is crazy.
They just like...
Money machine?
I just told it to give me money, and it did.
That's right.
And then this is your work table, right?
Yeah.
And this work table came with the studio?
No, I was actually gifted that from Brenda Barrios, who's one of the second years here in my studio. So it's ancestral, you could say.
On our great ancestral land of Yale University. Well, actually, that's not good.
Yeah.
And this is your toolbox, and I love this toolbox because it's a little campy because you have your makeup in here.
I do. I have my lippy, and then I have glue and a bit of a travel size Joe Malone for emergencies, sander, and then like weaponry.
Weaponry.
Yeah, sharp things.
Yeah, and then this is a good set of Allen wrenches.
Absolutely. I haven't used that yet.
Nipple clamp?
For sure. Next to the cigarette.
And these are your references back here. We talked extensively about hair, nails, and black culture. Well, hair and nails, Minneapolis.
Yeah.
They don't like that I say that, but they're not a hair salon.
Right.
You have EU up here. You have a lot. Can you talk about any of these references? Where did they come from? Where did you see them in originally?
Well, some of these things I just found, like I find a lot of my materials, which is at the Goodwill or like any given junk store, junkyard situation. And, this isn't a mood board that I've been working on for a while. I just kind of sporadically did it one day in like 10 minutes and then have left it here. So it doesn't feel necessarily up to date, but it is a moment. And I think the textures are
It's Christmas all year round.
Exactly, which I'm sort of obsessed with. And then also these like pulpits from a Roman cathedral that I visited a few months ago when I was out there that I'm obsessed with and will probably recur in my work.
For their solo presentation, get into it at a young age.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have this memorabilia from 9/11. This was also thrifted?
Yes.
That's an insane find.
It is.
Yeah. Outside of New York City, that's an insane find also.
That's right. This was in Connecticut.
Yeah.
But,
Wow. You know, where did you develop your ability to thrift? Because it's like anyone can walk into a thrift store, but you can thrift.
I think of it as kind of a spiritual practice.
Okay.
Like things gravitate to me as much as I do to them. I don't have anything else to say about that.
And objects gravitate. Objects have energy. Objects hold energy.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then I want to go over here to some of the sculptures you've made with some of your thrifted objects. Now, this work, when I first visited you, it was amazing because there's nothing holding this to the wall, guys. Like that. Like, look, my hand can fit past in the back of one of them. That's right. Is this something you made here at school?
It is, yeah. Well, so I found the chair, and then I kind of consider this, like, as many things in the studio, like a sketch of sorts, like things that I sort of do quickly, but I think like hold this semblance of an expression or like an affect, like a feeling in them. So that's where that came from. And then I thought, why not?
Did you bend on the thing that goes like the crank, the Hausfeld bender?
Yes, exactly.
Wow, we have the same taste in tools.
Yeah, I know.
The Sawzall and the Hausfeld bender. For reference, the Hausfeld bender is this like German tool that's just basically one big lever. And what's special about it is it can bend pipe without collapsing the pipe.
That's right.
And it's really cool. And Cameron, I will say, is very good at using it because these are pretty freaking exact. And the Hausfeld bender has no exact measurements on it.
It's purely vibes.
It's purely vibes and purely looking.
Yeah.
And so to make a piece that is even enough to balance is really impressive, especially for your second try. Yeah. So
thanks.
keep in mind, craftsperson here.
There's a lot of mysticism in this practice.
What are these?
Those are sign holders.
Of course.
So yeah, from the department store that I got a bunch of items from.
You made out from that department store.
I sure did, and I thank God for it every day. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Would you ever consider this like a bouquet in any way?
I think so. I think of it as like a flock, maybe. You know, I think when I'm making forms out of like pre-existing objects, I'm often like referencing phenomena in the natural world. So like the way things gather together, and like I'm also just interested in how a gathering like changes the nature, the character, or even just like the, I don't know, emotional or affective like velocity of a thing when they're like all together. So that was also one of my first like welding experiences. So it was really fun to do.
This is steel?
That
you make? Wow.
Mild steel.
Mild steel. Wow, I'm really interested in like you've got this, the order of operations for making this, because you did weld and grind, which means you were like, you welded inwards, or how did you do it? Because you have like, you have grind marks in the back, which would be hard to reach once this is already put together.
I guess it is like a bouquet because I just stuck them into the holes. So I made each part and then like
I see.
Just assembled them. So I don't have much to say about that.
That's
how I did it, but it wasn't so hard.
Yeah, it's the beauty of the MIG. Is this a piece you're working on? This wasn't here last time I was here.
No, yeah, this is kind of another sketch. I don't know. I collect a lot of things, like I said, from junk stores. And so the items that I think I'm drawn to are like these domestic or like really banal occurring like little features of design. And so chairs like have been one of those things. But yeah, I've been thinking about, things collapsing together, like folding into another and then like coming back out. I'm not done with it, but
I feel like you like symmetry. I think I can say that.
I think I like coupling things. So like there's something about symmetry.
That's very symmetrical. There's a lot. This piece actually, this is kinetic. This moves. We can't move it right now. There's not enough space in the studio, but yeah, you like symmetry. And oh my God, I'm just looking at this now. They're like just kissing. We'll have to get a close up of that later.
Oh, good eye. Well, the title of this piece is like Kiss Her because of this like wheel moment. So.
And what did you use to attach them, if you can tell us?
I used dowels kind of, and then super glue.
That makes so much sense. Oh, and this is so fun over here. The Chevy Silverado RC car.
Yes, I am a junk collector.
That's okay. With you, it's
I say it with pride. Yeah.
It's just pre-art. It's not junk, it's pre-art.
Thank you.
Oh, and just real quick, this thing right here. This is crazy. Do you mind if I take it out?
No, it's pretty heavy, so go for it.
Hi, everybody. I'm showing off how strong I am.
Yeah.
That's all. I just wanted to show you guys that thing. It's so cool.
It is really beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful that I don't know what to
I
do
don't know if you
quite
should,
yet.
yeah.
Maybe we should just keep it.
Yeah. This piece that's very, very Jenny Holzer, but not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Not that random Iraq War piece that she made that was very tone deaf.
Oh my God.
Do you remember that?
No.
Okay. Sorry, Jenny. This piece is, can you talk about it? Because you look into it and there's like a poem going across it.
Yeah, when I had created that vestibule piece that is currently in its parts, I had carpeted the entire inside, and on the floor of the vestibule was this scrolling poetic text kind of pulled from Song of Solomon and some excerpts, and then like my own words riffing off of this. There was a character in the book named Pilate who doesn't have a belly button, so there's this entire excerpt that reoccurs about this theme of like uninterrupted flesh, and so I was thinking about the carpet being somehow akin to that, and then also that there's something like flowing and in motion underneath the floor. And these tubes are kind of like a sketchy way to view it, and a controlled way, or like at a controlled time, you can only see like a few letters and words at a time. And I also like that there's a potential for it to have a performative aspect to it, so that if 3 people were reading it, it would probably come out as like a canon.
A dark tunnel to, wow. And then is this bought or made?
I bought that.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
Going off that day.
I know. It would be an amazing bathroom light, I think.
I actually need a new one. You wanna?
You want to trade?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for touring your studio with us. Your interview was great. You're just like, you're it. You're an it girl. You have had such a career for someone so young, but I think it's because this is where you're supposed to be. You are like a maker, and it's amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time to talk to us and show us all of your amazing work, guys. Follow Cameron you just look them up, Cameron Patricia Downey on Instagram. I learned we don't say their handle because it's a little bit. You can follow us at Filling the Blank Show on Instagram, Filling the Blank on TikTok, and fillingtheblank.co is our website. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cameron. The world should be scared for when you graduate this program. You're going to be everywhere.
Oh my God. All right. Thanks.
Yeah. Bye now.